Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Acknowledge me.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dope Sports Podcast, brought to you by dopecontent.com.
Yeah.
And get the tables, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live here on Twitch and on YouTube. It's been a minute, so we're a little rusty. And outside of that, OBS has just been giving us hell.
Bruh.
We already have Tony that has switched to Streamlabs from OBS. Since the latest update, my stuff has been tripping. The little Twitch, what is this called? Guest star? I guess it's called guest star again. That has been messing up. So like we've been catching hell over here. And we plan on going live at 10:30. It is 10:45. 10:46 now. So we're a little bit late, and I didn't even get to do my promotion or nothing.
Bruh.
Didn't even get to do my promotion because we was over here fighting with the technology. We're trying to stick with a time and keep it an hour, maybe an hour and 25, hour and 15 tops. So nonetheless, we are live. As you see on the screen, I got my guy Tony from Get the Tables, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
How's your day going?
I can't complain. Weather's nice, so it's Victory Sunday, so I have no complaints today. How about yourself?
Look at that Victory Sunday over here. Victory Sunday over here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. But yeah, it feels good in Texas in September. Yeah, the fall has come, I guess, on time for once here in Texas.
For real.
Right? Because August was super hot and it was ridiculous. Shout out to everybody that's coming in on Twitch. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if you coming in, appreciate you. Greg, my wife has been late 4 times in her life. Now I have 4 kids. Lesson of the day: be on time.
Oh.
Well, Greg, yes, that is a lesson of the day. But we're gonna keep it short and sweet. NFL Week 1 recap, NFL Week 2 predictions, power rankings for Week 1 as well. Y'all know the usual when the sports podcast is here. Later on down the line, we will get into college football, talk about, the Colorado choking and Deion might be overrated and overhyped as a coach. Florida State and DJ Ukulele being trash. Yeah, it's a lot to get into NCAA, but we'll say that for probably next week as well. But let's play this intro. We're going to get right into Week 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again. Dope Sports Podcast brought to you by dopecontent.com with Get the Tables on Twitch and Twitter.
Yeah.
We are here. Let's get into week 1 recap. We're going to go down a list of games. We got maybe 4 or 5 games that we're going to point out. Of course, one of them is going to be the Cowboys, and the next one is going to be Tampa Bay. He's a Tampa Bay fan. I'm a Cowboys fan, unfortunately, right? But let's start it off with the season opener, and it was pretty good. The Ravens fall to the Chiefs 27-20 in Kansas City. Pretty good defensive showing by the Chiefs. I didn't think that defense would look as strong as they did. Lamar Jackson 26 of 41, 273 yards, 1 touchdown. Patrick Mahomes 20 of 28, 291 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Lamar did have 122 yards on the ground. Derrick Henry, 13 carries, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Pacheco, 15 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 9 catches, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Rashee Rice, 7 catches, 103 yards. And Kansas City moves to 1-0. The Baltimore Ravens are 0-1. What are your thoughts on that game?
I think we thought what it was going to be. It was a close game to the end. It took a tippy toe outside of out of bounds to clutch the win for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it was a little bit of a rusty game for both teams. Ravens started off slow. They picked up in the second half. I was surprised to see how many carries Lamar Jackson had. Almost 20 carries. And a lot of it was him running it himself. It wasn't like he was getting pressured to where he had to run the ball. He was just, there were, I guess, maybe plays set up for him to run, or he just decided to run the ball himself.
It looked like he just decided to run.
I don't know if he can do that all year, taking all those hits every single game. It helped me out fantasy wise, but yeah, 16 carries is quite a bit. Derrick Henry, I think he did all right. I don't think we should expect much from Derrick Henry. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how he's used throughout the season, because I thought Justice Hill may be the better one to run and then use Derrick Henry as the power back to wear the defense out throughout the whole game. Kansas City side, also, and Isaiah Likely, what a game from him. He really showed out last Thursday night. I'm sure a lot of fantasy owners are going to be grabbing him if they haven't already.
Right. Yeah, somebody just got him in my fantasy this morning. Beat me to him. I was mad.
Yeah, and you know he's going to be a hot one to get. Pacheco, I thought he played pretty well. Xavier Worthy, the rookie, had a touchdown as well. He's going to be an interesting weapon for them to add to that offense that is already stacked. And Rashee Rice is coming to his own, actually looking like a legit #1 wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce, kind of a mid-game for him, which is kind of shocking. Only 3 receptions, but Chiefs look like they are going to be there near the end. I think Baltimore is still a good team. I still think they'll be at the end as well. But yeah, an overall really good game. I thought the Chiefs played a really good first half and was not great in the second. And I think the same thing happened with Baltimore. The first half was not great for Baltimore, and they played a really good second half.
Yeah, Baltimore did turn it up late on. It's Lamar. I don't know. I'm confused on their offensive, their scheme for this game, because Derrick Henry, 3.5 yards a carry. He started off, got you to the red zone, scored, and it's just like you stopped giving him the ball. Like it just didn't make sense. Zay Flowers also had 2 carries. Let's see. Isaiah Likely had 12 targets. Zay had 10. Mark Andrews only had 2 targets, and he caught both catches for 14 yards. Why you not using your star tight end anymore? Are they switching guards here? Is Likely going to be the man, and Andrews falling back, or what's the deal there? So that's something to look for with the Ravens. The Chiefs are just. They are ahead of the game right now. That's why last week I said I can't bet against the Chiefs. If I had to pick the top 4, the Chiefs was going to automatically be one of the top 4. Because one thing They got speed now for Pat Mahomes, and he is taking full advantage of it. They still got the running game with Pacheco. Pacheco can still get out there. Like, just the fact that they doing this without Hollywood Brown. Once Hollywood Brown get back, it's going to be even more. It's going to be even more speed for Pat Mahomes. Like he really don't even need Kelsey to do anything anymore. Kelsey's just kind of out there just going off of his name at this point. So, and then another thing they do that nobody else does is their starters play in the preseason. That's why they look like they're ready week 1 versus everybody else looking rusty and trying to figure it out. They were ready from the first quarter to the end. They were ready. Ravens, you could tell they were still trying to figure things out. How are we going to do this? How are we going to use this person? How are we going to use that person? That's the difference between the Chiefs and the Ravens and really everybody else, because I don't think anybody played their starters outside of like rookies and young players like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Chiefs are just loaded everywhere. I mean, speed, they got a power back in Pacheco. They still got a good tight end with Travis Kelce. I mean, he can go off any game. Of course, the best quarterback in the league, Pat Mahomes. So, yeah, I mean, there's really no weakness in the Kansas City Chiefs. You just got to hope you get like a turnover like Mahomes did against the Ravens where it kind of turned things around, because they got the ball and it's looking like, oh boy, this is not going to look good for the Ravens, and they caused turnovers. So the Chiefs, they're going to be tough to beat all year, especially with those weapons. And like you said, they don't even have Hollywood Brown yet. Travis Kelce didn't even have a good game, and they still were able to throw the ball everywhere around the field. So it's going to be interesting to see where Kansas City ends. I think also it's going to rely on health as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. Yeah,
that defense, I was a little surprised by their defense. I didn't expect their defense to still be that good. Like I expect them to be good, but they still like they was in Super Bowl form in game 1. So that was kind of shocking to me. Their secondary, I thought, would get exposed a little more than what they did. So
yeah, same. They made some pretty good stops in that game as well.
Yeah, so that was a good game for the Chiefs. Shout out to the Chiefs, 1-0, Ravens 0-1. Moving on, Eagles defeated the Packers and what was this? Brazil. 34-29. Jalen Hurts, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Saquon Barkley, 24 carries, 109 yards. I hate that he looks so great in the Eagles uniform. 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let me go to the Packers real quick. Jordan Love, 17-34, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He got injured at the end of the game. I haven't heard any update. Did you hear any update on that?
Yeah, they said he's going to be out a few weeks. Nothing serious, but he will be out a few weeks.
Okay. Josh Jacobs making his Packer debut, 16 carries, 84 yards. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Reed, 4 catches, 138, 1 touchdown. Eagles 1-0. Packers 0-1 after a 34-29 win for Philly. Any thoughts on that game?
I mean, Philly, I mean, if they're playing like that all year, good luck. I mean, Barkley looked unbelievable on Friday night against the Packers. I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than do better, NFL. If you're going to have these teams play overseas in different countries, you got to do better. You can't be setting these guys up for injuries like you did. I'm surprised Love was the only one that really exited the game with a serious injury. Seeing all the slipping and sliding these players were going through the whole game. I just don't understand how you can have your players go over there and just not do anything about the field, making it better. So shame on them for that. But other than that, I thought both teams looked really, really good. The running game for the Eagles it's gonna be a tough one to stop for sure. I also thought Josh Jacobs looked good for Green Bay, and Jaden Reed, how about that? 4 receptions, 138 yards. Yes, one was on a huge play, but Jordan Love has some weapons, man. So it's going to be interesting once he comes back, where they're at record-wise, and how they're looking when he comes back as well.
Facts. Hill World in the building. Dunn, Mega in the building. What's good? Appreciate y'all joining. The ones that's coming in and out on YouTube, appreciate you. I know I didn't get to promote like I wanted to. I've been posting highlights of my son's little league this morning and stuff. So it's just, yeah, it's been a busy morning. Plus I was at work. So, and then we was dealing with this crap here, this technical stuff.
Yeah.
So we know how it is. But yeah, man, the Eagles, if Saquon is gonna do that, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Even with Jalen, Jalen Hurts doesn't scare me. I'm sorry. Like, he does pose a threat with his running game as well, but just him as a passer, I respect him, but he doesn't scare me, right? AJ Brown is gonna be AJ Brown. Now, once they start mixing in Dotson, my son plays football, Dunn. He plays baseball. He's going to start playing baseball too later this year for the first time, but he's a football player right now. Dunn, now I'm saying Dunn. Dotson, once they start working in Dotson, that's probably going to be a problem for everybody that goes against the Eagles, because now you're going to have Smith, you're going to have AJ, and then once they work Dotson into the playbook, it's going to be pretty crazy. But my only hope is that Kellen Moore continues to be typical Kellen Moore, where he's good for the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, and then everybody catch on to his game plan. That's what I'm hoping. And don't go to Philly and start trying to get all creative, Kellen. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Hurts did not look great. I mean, he threw some bad passes, had a couple of picks, fumbles as well. So
he's not that. Hurts is going to be what Josh Allen is. They made it, and what Joe Burrow looks to be right now. They had one good year. They make the Super Bowl. They lose. Well, Josh Allen didn't even make the Super Bowl. He made the AFC Championship game. But they have that one good playoff push where they win 2 games, and everybody hypes them up like they're just the greatest ever. And then they won't do nothing else from then. They're just going to live off that 1 year where they won 2 playoff games in that 1 year forever. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be with Hurts too. Watch.
Yeah, it's interesting because I like Hurts. I think he's a really good quarterback as well. But Friday night, he just looked bad. A couple of possessions where he made some bad throws into double coverage. Again, I know they don't have Kelsey anymore at center.
Mm-hmm.
So things are going to be a little bit rusty between him and the new center, which is why they fumbled a snap. Actually, we didn't fumble a snap. It was the center hiked the ball when Hurts wasn't ready. So, I mean, there's going to take some used to getting a hang of each other there. So, I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass since it's a week 1 game. But yeah, he there were some possessions in that game where you're like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah. Like that what was that his first interception he threw, and it was like 2 people there, 2 Packers there. It was like,
yeah,
this is what he did last year though. He would go for the big plays, just kind of like what Josh Allen did. He would go deep for the big plays. And it's like, bro, the play is not there. Stop trying to force it. So hey, it is what it is. Keep making turnovers. Hurts. I like Hurts, but you play for the Eagles, so keep making them turnovers, and I'll be good with you.
Damn.
Steelers take out the Falcons 18-10. In Atlanta, the Steelers get the win. They're 1-0. Justin Fields stepped in for Russell Wilson last minute. 156 yards passing for him. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Najee Harris, 20 carries for 70 yards. George Pickens, 85 yards on 6 catches. I don't have anything on that game. Do you have anything on that?
Nah, just all that hype over Atlanta to just piss the bed like that, man.
Yeah.
You lose to a team that didn't score 1 damn touchdown.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. The Bills moved to 1-0 as they took out the Cardinals 34-28. Josh Allen, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jared Cook, 19 carries, 71 yards. The rookie Keon Coleman from Florida State, 4 catches, 51 yards. Let's see what Kyler Murray did in this game. Because it was a couple of screens, not screens, but a couple of video clips I saw on Twitter where he was missing wide open Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was 21-31, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. And he had 57 yards rushing as well. So, I mean, I guess I didn't really watch this game. Like I tried to watch it, and I ended up getting caught up in other games, so I really don't have much on that. But congrats to the Bills. Anything on that?
Just the Cardinals, man. They came out strong. They were winning at the first half, and then just couldn't do nothing in the third quarter where the Bills outscored them.
Right.
The Cardinals looked like a sneaky team. I believe you said that they may even make the playoffs last week in our video. So
I think so.
I'm thinking it's a possibility if they continue to play like that. But yeah, there's a clip going around at I think it was the last play of the game where Marvin Harrison is just standing there wide open. He could have literally just walked into the end zone, and he missed him wide open. So if you're Marvin Harrison, you got to be a little bit frustrated. But hey, it's gonna happen. Good win for the Bills. I'm a Josh Allen guy. He did not look good at the beginning. Ended up, getting things going for them. And Buffalo gets the win, and they shouldn't have struggled as much as they did against Arizona, in my opinion. But
I think I had Arizona upsetting them too. So
I think you might have.
It was looking good for me at first. I went 0-2. You got the first two games right. Well, actually, you picked the Packers with me, but you got the first game right. Yeah, but I was 0-2 in the first two. Tennessee lose to Chicago in Chicago, so Chicago get their home opening win. Will Levis 19 of 32, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. Tony Pollard 16 carries, 82 yards for Tennessee. Caleb Williams 14 of 29, 93 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. DeAndre Swift 10 carries, 30 yards. DJ Moore 5 catches, 36 yards. Keenan Allen 4 catches, 29 yards. Calvin Ridley for Tennessee 3 catches, 50 yards. This was a nasty game, man, but the Bears get the win at home 24-17. Caleb Williams is now 1-0 in the NFL. The Bears fans are hype. I don't know after that game. I mean, Tennessee is a tough team. They got a nice defense, nice secondary that people sleeping on. They got Snead from Kansas City. They got Awuzie. I mean, I believe they got Jamal Adams as well now. So Tennessee is a sneaky team, defensive wise. Let me say that. So I guess congrats to Chicago. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was an ugly ass game. Tennessee up 17 and they blow it and lose. They don't score any points after that. That's a tough loss. And then on top of that, you have Caleb Williams, who just did not look good out there.
Yeah,
he struggled.
It's not second and third teams right now.
Yeah, all this hype about Chicago coming into the season. Oh, they got Keenan Allen, and they got Moore, and they got Swift, and they're going to be this totally different team now. They look the same to me. I guess again, it's week 1. Week 2 doesn't get easier for them. So hopefully Caleb can get something going. He did not look good. There was a couple of passes where he overthrew guys. So again, it's his first game. You got to give him a little bit of a pass. But if the Bears play like that all year, they'll be in the top 5 again in the draft.
This was a weird week with quarterbacks, right? So moving on to the next game, New England wins over Cincinnati. Wow. Speaking of ugly, 16-10. New England 1-0, Cincinnati 0-1. Let's look at these quarterback stats here. So Jacoby Brissett 15-24 for only 121 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Joe Burrow, he went 21-29, but it was for 164 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions as well. Jamar Chase 62 yards on 6 catches. Austin Hooper 2 catches for 31 yards. So New England won on defense in the running game because they rushed for 170 yards as a team, with Stevenson having 120 yards and 1 touchdown. So that's all these numbers that I'm looking at, even Pat Mahomes. And when we get into Dak numbers look like this. Where the winning team, it's like they're throwing for 140 yards. They're throwing for 150 yards. Like, what's going on this week? Are we seeing a change now, finally, where it's starting to become defensive again in the NFL, or is it just week 1?
I'm gonna go with it's just week one. I'm sure next week we'll see some of these quarterbacks go crazy. But yeah, that was one of the upsets of the week was the Patriots beating Cincinnati in Cincinnati. You have to give credit to the Patriots. I don't think anybody counted them to win this game. Of course, you got the drama with Jamar Chase, but he ended up playing anyways. They didn't have Higgins, so that may have affected them a little bit on the offensive side. But the Patriots played ground and pound, ran the ball, played defense, and they won the game. So props to New England and Cincinnati. I don't think Zach Taylor will be their coach next season. I think he'll get fired. I just have this funny feeling that he's going to end up getting fired.
Well, dang. Yeah, I mean, the way it's looking, probably so. Moving on, Houston, Texas moved to probably the best game of the week, probably. We'll see.
Yeah, had to have been one of them.
I actually watched this game. So 29-27, Houston got the win. CJ Stroud 24-32, 234 yards. So there we go, 2 touchdowns. Anthony Richardson 9 of 19. But it was 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Joe Mixon in his debut was all over the field. 30 carries, 159 yards, 1 touchdown. Anthony Richardson led his team in rushing as well with 56 yards, 1 touchdown. This was a good game, man. This was a very good game. Nico Collins, a mad push play. Give me my wide receiver back in fantasy. You took my guy. Now, Nico Collins, 6 catches, 117 yards. Alec Pierce, 3 catches, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. This was a good game. I don't know if you got to see this game or not.
I did.
This was a very good game. And what do you think about the Colts coming out for that game?
I think they have something there, but they got to figure something out on offense. Because if you look at time of possession. Now, you can think of it as the way you want. The Houston Texans had the ball for 40 minutes, total time possession. And the Colts had it for 20. So something is not clicking yet. And yes, they still almost won the game. And yes, Anthony Richardson, if you look at his stats, I mean, he had a lot of throwing yards, but they were on big-time plays.
Right.
2 of those plays that he
60
threw
yards and all that
were, 50-plus yard touchdown passes. So, again, you have Jonathan Taylor, who had 16 carries for 48 yards. So, obviously, the running game wasn't there. And they just kind of went away from Michael Pittman, who had only 4 receptions. I mean, he was – and then Alec Pierce had 3 for 125, but that's because of that big-ass play. So, I think the Colts have something because, again, there's a lot of hype on Anthony Richardson.
Right.
So, again, we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the Colts. And, again, it's week 1. That's a tough matchup. It's not like they went up against, the Carolina Panthers or something. They went up against a Super Bowl contender Houston Texans team, and they almost beat them. So, I would feel good as a Colts fan, but I would be a little bit worried looking at these stats on offense.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I should believe in the Colts a little more or feel like I'm overrating the Texans after that one game. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point because again, Houston's a Super Bowl contending team and you're struggling against the Colts.
Yeah.
And again, Joe Mixon, holy crap, 30 carries, 159, had himself a ball game.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with those 2 teams because I have mixed feelings about those 2 teams after that one game. But it is week 1, things happen. So
True.
Moving on, the Dolphins after Tyreek Hill and all them get put in handcuffs. Jeez, get put in handcuffs. They come out and beat the Jaguars in a very good game. I watched this game as well. Tyreek Hill, 7 catches, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. He really should have 200 yards, but Tua kept overthrowing him on some of them passes. Tua did have 338 yards, 1 touchdown as well. Again, Tyreek should have had about 200 yards. It was 3 plays where he was open at least a 50-yard touchdown on each play, and he got overthrown. So Tua just get more accurate, and it should be easy work because Tyreek is getting open, and he was running with a mission. He was on a mission Sunday. So defense stepped up for the Dolphins. Defense is looking pretty good. Jaguars, they just mad to me. They just a mad team to me. So
yeah, I agree with you on that. They're just kind of mid at best, and they got a little two-headed monster with Tank and Travis Etienne, and maybe Travis gets going, but they don't scare me. Jacksonville does not scare me on paper as much as the Miami Dolphins do. And my goodness, if you look at, A-Chain 7 catches, Waddle 5 for 109, Tyreek 7 for 130, which could have been more. Their offense is crazy, and if Tua could stay healthy and stay mistake free, they could cause some problems. Yeah,
they can. So shout out to the Dolphins. They might be in my power rankings this week. Saints blow out the Panthers 47-10. Derek Carr 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kamara 15 carries, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Shaheed 3 catches, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. I know you hate that. You're not a Saints fan at all. I have nothing on that game. Saints will lose to the Cowboys. Early prediction this week. Sure. So anything on that game?
No, Panthers are ass, dude.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Holy crap, they are.
Facts.
If I'm a Carolina Panthers season ticket holder, I'm very disappointed. That was awful.
Season ticket holders probably only $200. Sit on a 50.
Really? They better be doing something to get these fans to the game, because after what I saw week 1, I wouldn't want to step foot in that stadium.
Right. Speaking of not stepping foot in the stadium again, the Giants lose at home to the Vikings 28-6. We said last week this game was going to be ugly, and it was. Sam Darnold, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Aaron Jones, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Malik Neighbors, he had 5 catches for 66 yards. Let's go to Daniel Jones, because I'm always bring up Daniel Jones stats, because Tiki Barber last year, if you remember, I'd rather take Daniel Jones over Dak Prescott any day of the week to start my franchise, and a lot of other people would say the same. I remember that. I remember that. Daniel Jones, 22 of 42. 186 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He did have 15 yards rushing as well. That's all I got to say. Giants suck. Vikings fans, don't get too happy about beating the Giants, because the Giants suck. You got anything on that?
No, man, that game was awful. You throw an interception on a screen pass right to the defensive lineman. That is bad.
Stealing money
no
right
excuse. I just don't understand. I was talking to a buddy, like how bad Jones has fallen, because it was 2 years ago where Jones had a pretty solid season, got the Giants to the playoffs, even won a playoff game. And now
against the Vikings,
it's just like what's going on? Like, he just doesn't look like the same quarterback. I don't know if it's the coaching, if it's the offensive coordinator, if it's the game plan, the schemes, or what. But holy crap, dude. He just looks like he doesn't even need to be in the NFL.
Who was the offense coordinator? Was it Jason Garrett then? Jason Garrett was the coordinator, right?
I'm not honestly sure.
I think it was Jason Garrett, but he made them run heavy. Saquon was healthy, and he told Daniel Jones, we're going to run option plays. We're going to run you RPO. You're going to run more than you throw the ball. And you only throw the ball when you have to. That's why he was so good.
And I think they should go back to that. I don't know why they just automatically thinks he's Tom Brady back there and that can just sling it everywhere. And he just looks so bad. I feel bad for Giants fans, honestly.
I don't, because they talk noise to me all the time. So screw y'all Giants fans. Another ugly game. Chargers move to 1-0 as they take out the Vegas Raiders 22-10. Gardner Minshew 25 of 33, 257 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Justin Herbert, the golden child, 17 of 26, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, welcome back, man. Good. I'm happy to see him. 10 carries, former Raven, 10 carries, 135 yards, 1 touchdown. So it was good to see him do his thing. Gus Edwards, another former Raven, 11 carries, 26 yards. So they got the Ravens' old backfield out there in L.A., but LA gets the win. I have nothing on that game. I didn't care for that game. I don't care. We keep it moving.
I don't really have much to say other than Harbaugh gets his first win, and good luck trying to win more games with that wide receiver crew that you got over there.
Because it's bad. It's pretty bad. Another game. I don't know if I really care for this one either. The Seahawks take out the Broncos 26-20. Broncos put up a pretty good fight, but Geno Smith, got him for 171, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kenneth Walker, 20 carries, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Lockett, who I should have started this week over Amari Cooper, 6 catches, 77 yards. Seattle is 1-0, Broncos 0-1. Any thoughts on that?
Nah, I thought Bo Nix looked that great at all either. Granted, if you're going to start against a team in a specific city, Seattle's got to be one of the toughest places to start. But I think Bo Nix did okay, but I think they need to help him out a little bit more, especially with the run game. The run game was just non-existent over there in Denver. Well,
right.
I have not much other to say than congrats to the Seahawks.
Right. Dallas Cowboys take out the Cleveland Browns. This is a little shocking to me. 33-17. I watched this game. I barely picked Dallas to win last week, and the only reason I did was because I said I trusted Dak more than I trusted Deshaun Watson. Both of them had mid games. Dak had a great first half, and the second half it just went downhill. But he didn't turn the ball over. 19-32, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 24 of 45, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Zeke, 10 carries, 40 yards, 4.0 average, 1 touchdown. Jerome Ford, filling in for Nick Chubb, 12 carries, 44 yards. CD started hot with Dak, 5 catches for 61 yards. Brandon Cooks, 4 catches for 40 yards, 1 touchdown. And Njoku, 4 catches for 44 yards. Jerry Jeudy got his 3 catches in the second half for 25 yards. Amari Cooper, 2 catches for 16 yards. So shut down. And that defense of Dallas, I'm not going to, me, I'm not going to get too hyped off of that one game. But that is a big win to go to Cleveland, home opener, number 1 defense last year. Playing on grass, everything that they said Dallas couldn't do, and they did it. They won, and they actually dominated the game. It wasn't even close. They dominated the game from start. So it was, as a fan, it was good to see. But as somebody who told y'all in January that I don't care what they do until next January, that's where I am with it. But it was impressive. The rookie cornerback showed up, and he did way better than what I thought he was going to do, filling in for my mind just went blank, Deron Bland. So Kalen Carson, I didn't expect him to have a good game like that. I expected Amari Cooper to abuse him, but he didn't. He didn't. He pretty much, him and Diggs pretty much shut Jeudy and Cooper down. I love finally seeing some great linebacker play from the Cowboys defense. I love seeing D tackles finally just put up a wall on the D line versus just getting gashed in the run game. So those are some things I would, take out of it that I really enjoyed watching, because it's been so long since we've seen great linebacker play and good D tackles in Dallas. So I will appreciate that. Myles Garrett, I thought he was going to have a better game than what he did, and they pretty much found a way to keep him in check as well. So very impressive win by the Cowboys. I'm not going to get too hype off of it. I feel like they'll be 2-0 after this week, but don't talk to me until January. That's what I am with the Cowboys. I'm going to give them props and say impressive win, but I don't care. We'll see what you do in January. What's your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, it was a really good win. You're going into a tough environment in Cleveland. a lot of hype around Cleveland Browns as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're getting a healthy Deshaun Watson, and again, they're not with Chubb, so that might have hurt them a little bit as well. But it's not like they're slouches on offense. They got a pretty good receiving core there, and they got a great tight end,
Yeah.
Njoku as well. I think you got to be, as a Cowboys fan, pretty impressed with the outcome. You know, they blew them out. I mean, it wasn't really a game. It was pretty much just Dallas dominating Cleveland for the majority of the game. Yeah, Cleveland scored 17, but it was, you know, it wasn't really anything to be concerned about. Again, like you said, let's see this in January, because to me, this is the same old Cowboys. We see the Cowboys play good during the season all the time. This happens a lot. It's not new to us. And then when it comes playoff time, they're just no shows. So, like you said, they can go 12-4. They can go undefeated all year. And until they do something in the playoffs, then I'll give them a little bit more credit than they deserve. So, good win. I'm a big Dak guy as well. I'm not a Dak hater. I'm glad he got paid. He deserves to get paid. And I think as a Cowboys fan, it was very mixed feelings. It was definitely 50-50 on the announcement of Dak getting paid, but I think he deserves to get paid. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks. Stupid. It is, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Who are you going to replace him with? Cowboys fans that don't like him, give me some names. You going to go with Minshew for a year like the Raiders are? Like, who are you going to replace him with? So, I really do think that Dak deserves to get paid. He went out there and proved it once again why he should be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb proving again why he should be one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league. But like you said, it's a good win. But until we see something happen in the playoffs,
it means nothing.
I'm not really too excited if I'm a Cowboys fan. Honestly.
Yeah, it means absolutely nothing. Dak Prescott 4-year extension, $240 million with 230 of it guaranteed.
Yeah, I know fans were not happy.
Oh well,
for that,
get over it. That's your quarterback. Yeah. I'm not going. We ain't got time for a rant today. I'll save it for next week because I'm not even going to rant today. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers move to 1-0 as they take out the Washington Commanders 37-20 in Tampa. Baker Mayfield, who the Browns got rid of, by the way, 24-30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels, the rookie, 17-24, 184 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Jaden Daniels also had 88 yards on 16 carries. Brian Robinson, 40 yards on 12 carries. Chris Godwin, 83 yards and a touchdown on 8 catches. Rashad White, 75 yards on 6 catches. Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns, 61 yards on 5 catches. Good win by Tampa. But I'll let you dive into that because that's your team. How you feeling about that win?
It was a good win. Again, it's the Commanders, so I don't want to be like on my high horse here. The Commanders are not going to be a great team this year. But it was nice. We have a new offensive coordinator. We lost our old one. He went to Carolina, is now coaching them. And it was refreshing. Last year we didn't get to see a lot of Godwin in the offense. They were very more run heavy in last year on the offensive side, which did not do well for us overall. And it was nice to see a little bit more spreading the ball. We had Godwin getting the ball, Mike Evans, Rashad getting the ball. The rookie, Jalen, caught a touchdown pass. He should have had another wide open touchdown pass, but unfortunately Baker overthrew him. We had some more spreading the ball, which is what we needed. We got a nice little two-headed monster in the backfield with Bucky Irving and Rashad. I think they too will get to their own throughout the season. I mean, Bucky, the rookie, outplayed Rashad a little bit, but I'm happy. We did lose Antoine Winfield. He got hurt in the game. We're going to lose him for a couple of weeks, which sucks because of the teams that we have to play in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That will be hurt. We were just losing people left and right on the defensive side. We lost Bryce Hall with a broken leg. It's just
that's where he went. I was wondering where he went.
Yeah, he broke his leg in the game.
He always get
and,
hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt in the college. It's funny, he got the same injury in college, but he got it on the other leg. So it's just unfortunate. So it doesn't get any easier for the Bucks. Next week we go to Detroit, and without Winfield in the backfield, and it's gonna be a tough one for the Tampa Bay Bucks. But good win. I'm happy we went out there and dominated. Baker looked unbelievable, and I'm happy as a Bucks fan with this offense that I'm seeing.
You guys had a good game against the Lions in the playoffs last year. Somebody posted a meme saying Baker Mayfield being better than Deshaun Watson is exactly the Cleveland thing that happened. That's exactly what it is.
It's crazy. It's crazy how it's night and day with that man. How he performed in Cleveland and Carolina. You forget he went to Carolina as well.
Carolina's an S show.
And he did not do great over there. I think what really turned heads was when he went to the Rams in the middle of the year and learned that playbook real quick and
balled
did
out
pretty well for the Rams. So yeah, so as a Bucks fan, you got to be happy what you see. Again, it's the Commanders, so you don't want to get too crazy happy. But I'm looking forward to the year. Was a little bit suspect on this new offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen, but he did well on Sunday.
Speaking of the Detroit Lions move. This is actually the game of the week for me. I take that back. Houston and Colts. Houston and Colts was good too, but this was the game of the week. Detroit beat the Rams 26-20 in overtime. Matthew Stafford 34 of 49, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception versus his former team. Jared Goff 18 of 28, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception versus his former team. David Montgomery, who took over in the overtime period, 17 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown, which won the game. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40 yards rushing on 11 carries, 1 touchdown for him. Kyron Williams, 50 yards, 18 carries, 1 touchdown for him. Jameson Williams, 5 catches, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Kupp, just steady being Cooper Kupp, 14 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. Great game, back and forth. I would love to see these two teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, I think everyone forgot about Cooper Kupp because of Puka. They just kind of forgot about how great Cooper Kupp is. And then once Puka went out of the game, it was just the Cooper Kupp show.
Yeah.
I mean, that man is just unreal. And people need to show more respect to that man. Like you said, it was a really good game. It's crazy to me. Lions win the toss and not throw one time. They just ran the ball all the way down the field and just destroyed the Rams in the overtime game or the overtime series. So props to Detroit. Again, I have them in the Super Bowl. I think they're going to be a tough team to beat, especially when they can do both things on offense, throw and run, and take out a guy that's a power back and a speed back. So good luck. Good luck to all the teams that have to play Detroit this year, Tampa Bay included. Good game, like you said, back and forth. The Rams made that score late in the game. It was good. I want games like that on our Sunday night.
Right.
We should get games like that on Sunday nights, and we were in for a treat on Sunday. It was a good game.
I know the Rams wish they still had Aaron Donald for this game because it would have been a different story if he was there. But,
I'm sure Rams fans were tweeting at him after the game.
Right. Monday Night Football, San Francisco at home. They beat the Jets 32-19. Aaron Rodgers did not get hurt this time, so good for him. Yeah. 13 of 21, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Brock Purdy, 19 of 29, 231 yards, no touchdowns, no interception. Jordan Mason stepped in for Christian McCaffrey last minute, 28 carries, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. Like, they just produce running backs, just nonstop. Breece Hall, 16 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Jawan Jennings, 64 yards on 5 catches. Debo, 54 yards on 5 catches. Brandon Ayuk, the big paid receiver, 2 catches, 28 yards. Alan Lazar, 6 catches, 89 yards. Garrett Wilson, 6 catches, 60 yards. Lazar did have 2 touchdowns, though, in his catches. I didn't have any thoughts on this game. I expected the 49ers to beat the Jets, even with Rodgers being healthy and yada, yada. The 49ers are just a better team, and they're at home. Season opener in San Francisco is pretty much a easy dub no matter who they play in San Francisco. That's just how it is right now.
I mean, if you're a Jets fan, the only positive is Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt. The Jets did not look good last night. Like you said, it is the Niners at home. That's a tough one to be going up against your first week back as a quarterback. I know Lazard dropped a couple of passes as well, so it was not a great showing by the Jets. And like you said, the Niners, I mean, it's the scheme of that offense. They can plug in anybody in that offense and they will be just fine.
Yeah.
Like last night probably had you questioning, do they even really need McCaffrey? Like, it was just like they can just put anybody in that backfield and they're going to do good.
Yeah.
So, props to what they got going on in San Francisco. They're looking like a team that we will see at the end of the year, like last year. But I have the Jets making the Super Bowl, and I may regret picking that. I may have to change that in the middle of the year. I don't want to overreact, but they did not look good on Monday night. Yeah,
might as well take the Jets out of there now. That's not gonna happen, sir. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So that's it for week 1. Let's get into these power rankings and then week 2 predictions. All right, top 5 power rankings. You want to go first, or you want me to go first for week 1?
You know what? You go first this time. How about that?
Okay. Putting me on the spot. Let me make sure I got this stuff typed up real quick, or let me get the right thing so I can type in. Give me 1 second. I don't think I'm gonna struggle this week. Let's see. 5, we're gonna go with. As soon as I said I wasn't gonna struggle, I ended up struggling. Let's see. 5, we go with the Dolphins.
Okay.
I'll go with the Dolphins for 5. I like their defense showed me something this past week, and then Tyreek Hill being Tyreek Hill is just crazy. 4, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Ooh, okay.
Go with the Cowboys. 3, 3. Dang, I'm struggling with 2 teams for 3 and 2. I know who number 1 is. 3, I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Lions for 3. 2, it's gonna be 49ers. And then 1, it's gonna be the Chiefs.
Yeah, no shocker there.
Yeah, that is my week 1. Dolphins 5, Cowboys 4, Lions 3, 49ers 2, Chiefs number 1.
Yeah. All right, for me, I'm gonna go 5. We'll go Dallas Cowboys. Again, that was a dominant win on the road in Cleveland. I got to go to Cowboys number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go the Philadelphia Eagles at number 4. It was a rough start for them, but I do think if you ask me right now who are the top 5 teams in the NFL, you can't take them out right now. I think Eagles at number 4. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Lions. Lions at number 3. Good win against a tough team with the Rams. But I still think the Niners are a better team right now than the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to go the Lions at number 3. Number 2, the Niners. It was a good win against the Jets, a team that A lot of people think, like myself, we're going to make some noise this year. So good win from them. And then number one, of course, boring ass Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, until you knock them off that pedestal, they're going to be at number one probably a lot this year. They just look good on both sides of the fields. They got new weapons that just seem like they've been there forever. And they're going to be a tough team to beat. So, yeah, number one, Chiefs.
There it is. Power rankings for week 1. We agree on the last 3. On the top 3, I should say. We agree on the top 3. It's 4 and 5. And you know what? The Eagles did slip my mind. But the Eagles could fit in at number 5 in mine as well. But I still like what the Dolphins did. Dolphins look a little more dangerous than the Eagles to me for this week. Let's get into week 2 predictions, and we are out of here. Everybody that's coming in and out, what the hell just happened? You're not on. You just appeared on a different screen on week. What the hell just happened here? Hold on. See, Shannon Sharp. It happens to everybody, man. You can't get mad. Don't get mad at your team.
It's sad about Shannon that he had to go and apologize, man. Like I was like, wow, he went out there and apologized for. Oh, you know, I mean, it happens, man.
I think it was more of what he was doing to Ocho versus, you know, because he pretty much, they deleted those scenes from the stream, by the way, and reposted it, edited version where they not arguing. But he was making Chad apologize to the stream for being late, and like he was kind of getting on him like he was a child. So I think that was the thing.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, that was the thing that he was. Yeah, he was just frustrated from jump. So Chad was late to the show, and then on top of that, Shannon was having issues with technical issues. So it was just a bad day.
Done with it. Yeah, fed up. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it happens.
But NFL week 2, ooh, Thursday night, Bills at the Dolphins.
Oof.
Miami's favored by 1.5. Lowest ticket is $108.
Josh Allen guy, but I'm gonna go Miami.
I got Miami as well. Saints at the Cowboys. I already gave you my prediction on that. Cowboys would dominate.
Yeah, I got
the Saints.
Dallas. They're gonna bring Saints back to earth on this one.
That's a noon game on Sunday. The cheapest ticket is $68. What in Dallas? Shock. Dallas is favored. Oh, that must be standing room only. So Dallas is favored by 6.5.
That seems about right.
So Tampa Bay at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 7. Lowest ticket is $118.
The disrespect.
7.
But we are hurt bad on defense, so I can totally see why they're favored by that much. I'm going Detroit. This, by the simple fact, is we're hurt on defense, and we're gonna have to rely on our offense heavy that game.
I got Detroit just because they're at home.
That also does play a factor too.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I have Detroit winning. I mean, Detroit is technically they're better, but I think Tampa Bay gives them a good matchup. But Detroit will win at home. Indianapolis take on the Packers. Both teams are 0-1. The Colts are favored by 3.5 in Green Bay. No Jordan Love.
No Jordan Love. They're gonna have Malik Willis back there at quarterback. I want to go Green Bay, but I'm gonna go Colts.
I think I got the Colts too, man. Yeah, I think I got the Colts too. I guess it wouldn't be an upset if they favored by 3.5, but I got the Colts as well.
Yeah.
This should be interesting. The Jets at the Titans. Both teams 0-1.
I'm gonna go Jets.
Jets favored by 4. I think I'm gonna take the Jets as well, just because I trust Aaron Rodgers more than I trust.
Will Levis out there falling down, just launching the ball in the air like nothing. Yeah.
I want to pick the Titans, but I just don't trust Will Levis over Aaron Rodgers. So I'm gonna take the Jets as well. 49ers at the Vikings. San Francisco favored by 6.
Darnold looked good week 1, but again, that's
dead.
against the New York Giants.
That's dead.
I'm gonna go to Niners.
Easy win for the Niners, in my opinion. Seahawks at the Patriots. Both teams 1-0. Seattle favored by 3.5.
You know what? I'm gonna continue to ride the Patriots. I think the Patriots beat the Seahawks.
Nah, it's over. I got the Seahawks. Giants at the Commanders.
I mean, how can you not go with the Commanders? I mean, until we see anything else, I gotta go Commanders.
Yeah, they only favored by 2, but I'm taking the Commanders as well. Chargers at the Panthers. LA is favored by 6.5. I got the Chargers as well. 6.5 is actually lower than what I thought.
For real.
Browns at the Browns at the Jaguars. Both teams 0-1.
I'm gonna go Browns. I think they get their payback against the Jacksonville Jaguars after that Week 1 trash can performance.
You would think so, but Deshaun Watson got some more issues going on right now. He
Yeah,
got some
he
more
does.
legal issues that just popped up. What, yesterday that they announced?
Yeah.
Another sexual assault case from 2020, and they went into details how we ain't gonna go there, but you got the Browns.
Got the Browns.
He said Tony is finally on board with the Lions bandwagon. Wow. Lamar Champion, what happened to your Michigan Wolverines though? I'm sorry, Lamar. I ain't mean to throw it at you. I was just saying. Y'all disappointed me. Man. For fantasy wise, I think I want the Jags to win just for my fantasy wise. Well, actually, I got both players from both teams. I'll take the Jaguars since you took the Browns.
Okay.
The Vegas Raiders are at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is favored by 9.5.
Wow.
Golly.
I'm gonna go Baltimore, but geez, if you're the Raiders, man, I would be looking at that with some disrespect. I'd come in strong that game, but yeah, Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Ravens all day. Ravens flock, easy win. This should be another good one. Rams at the Cardinals. Arizona is favored by 2.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I guess this would be an upset. I'm thinking Arizona beats the Rams.
Home opener, rival team. Rams just had a tough game in overtime too.
No Puka. They lost an offensive lineman.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Cardinals as well. Steelers at the Broncos. Pittsburgh favored by 3.
I think Steelers actually score touchdowns this game, and I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
If they do, it's gonna be running the ball because they're not gonna be able to pass on Pat Surtain and them.
No.
Not with Justin Fields, I guess, starting. I'll take the Steelers as well. Their defense is gonna put pressure on the Broncos. Cincinnati at Kansas City. Kansas City is favored by 6. 0-1 Bengals versus 1-0 Chiefs.
Now, to me, it's easy to say the Chiefs here, but for some reason, Cincinnati gives the Chiefs problems. We've seen it before in the past. They have even beat them in the playoffs. This is going out on a limb here, but I'm going to go the Bengals.
I got Kansas City at home. Defense, again, shocked me. I think they're going to keep it up. Sunday night game, Chicago 1-0, taking on Houston 1-0. In Houston, Houston is favored by 6.5.
I want to kind of go upset here, but Houston. I think Houston beats them pretty easily.
Home opener, I got Houston as well. The Falcons at the Eagles. Monday night, 6.5 point favorite for the Eagles.
You know, Atlanta has all this hype, and they just looked horrible against Pittsburgh. Cousins didn't look comfortable in the backfield. I think he's gonna look worse. I'm gonna go Philly.
Kirk Cousins on a night game, prime time on the road. Ain't no way I'm picking him. I got Philly as well. So, there it is, week 2 predictions. Lamont Champion said they sent 18 people to the NFL. I mean, you did, but you don't have your cheating coach there anymore either. That's the
all
that's
I
the
hear
real
from
issue.
you, Lamath, no disrespect, my friend, you're a good friend of mine, but all I hear is excuses.
Excuses, Lamont. Texas is just good. They did a great job recruiting.
They are good.
And building that team for the SEC. So you got to give Texas props. They got speed everywhere. Like they are super fast. So they made sure they were ready for the SEC this year. Now Oklahoma, I don't know if that team is going to be ready for the SEC this year, but Texas they definitely are.
For sure.
Yeah, Steve what's his name? Sarkisian did a great job with him. He's a cool dude. I met him last year. He's real cool. So.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
At the what was that? The Shrine Bowl in Frisco. So he was real cool. So shout out to Texas, Michigan. As long as y'all beat Ohio State, I'm good with you, Lamont Champion. That's all that matters for me when it comes to Michigan. But I don't think that's gonna happen this year too. This is the first year in the last 4 years where I think Ohio State is gonna actually beat y'all, man. So just getting that recruiting thing, getting that portal. You do both. Don't do like Dion. It's just getting in the portal and not hopping into recruiting. This is why Colorado is dealing with what they dealing with now. No accountability, man. I really want to get into that, but we don't have time today. We're gonna get into that next week. Yeah, Lamont. It's We'll see how y'all bounce back. I'll be able to judge y'all out for this week, the next 2 weeks. Penn State might actually beat y'all this year. Oh Lord, this is gonna be a rough year for Michigan. I'm sorry. I'm glad y'all won the championship because it's about to get rough for you guys. So yeah, facts. But thank y'all for coming in. The people that's coming in on Twitch, people that's coming in on Twitter. This should be the last week that I have to do the WNBA because the Dallas Wings are not making the playoffs. Not making it. They pretty much gave up on the season. They have 3 home games left, one tonight, one Thursday. I don't remember when the last one is. I think it's Sunday. And they're probably going to lose all 3. So, yeah, they're probably going to lose all 3. So, next week I should be available to do the Thursday night. Well, dang, we got the NFL. I mean, I guess we just have to do it. Yeah, we just have to do it the first, I don't know, maybe 6 o'clock and then try to finish before the game kickoff, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm down for whatever. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, because Thursdays started working better for late last year when we did it. Hold on. Did we do our power rankings? Yeah, let me show you real quick. If I get the intro to stop playing, it won't stop playing. There you go. Those are our power rankings, Lamont Champion. We both agree with the Lions 3, 49ers 2, Chiefs 1. I got the Dolphins at 5, Cowboys at 4. He got the Cowboys at 5. Eagles at 4. So that's what we got it right now. And yeah, appreciate everybody coming through. That's in and out on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, it's too inconsistent in the morning because people are at work and all that. Like my YouTube, it'll keep showing somebody come in and come out, come in and come out, come in. Like somebody's watching on a break or something, or in the restroom or something where they ain't supposed to be. But but yeah, it's kind of the same with Twitch. So I'm gonna figure out a day which it looks like Thursdays, like right at 6 o'clock maybe. That way we could do 6, and then if we go a little bit late, it'll still be like 7:15ish. It won't be too much into Thursday night football.
I'm down for whatever.
And people can actually watch the podcast and go directly to, as we lead them into the Thursday night football. So that's how we'll probably do it starting next week. So appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the support. Shout out to the winners who subscribed and got their WNBA tickets for tonight's game, Dallas Wings game. Laquita Davis and Brittany Tyler Scott. I can't remember the last name. I'm sorry, but congrats to y'all.
Have a good time.
Yeah. So I'll come by there and say what's up to y'all. Maybe take a picture and post it on the website because y'all did win and y'all subscribed. So thanks to everybody else who did subscribe to the website. Stay subscribed because we're gonna be working on more giveaways for maybe football, wrestling. I want to start back doing my giveaways. I haven't done giveaways in a while. It's been a minute, so I'm gonna try to get back to that for the people that do support. So stay subscribed and stay updated, and we'll have some more stuff going on. Maybe even Dez Bryant tailgate parties. You know, we did those last year. Maybe some of that.
Ooh,
so
there you go.
get the party with Dez Bryant. So he say he can stream 24/7. Must have some blackmail on his wife. Look, because look, mine know I'm streaming. Mine know I'm streaming, and she still be like, "Why you always on the computer? I don't even stream that much anymore, and I still get like, geez, do you want me to make it or not, woman?" Like that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I'm just lucky is all.
Yeah, there you go.
Lucky is the key word there.
Yeah. Anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Nah, you know where to find us. Get the tables over on Twitch. We'll be live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you guys want to come hang out, watch some wrestling with us, we'll be live on Wednesday night. So appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us. Nice to talk sports every once in a while. Sometimes I'm doing Buck watch-alongs over there as well on Get the Tables account. So if you want to watch me stress over the Bucks, you're more than welcome to stop by. We'll not be live on Sunday.
I'm about to say, you might want to do one with Dave, man. That'll be a good one.
We did one last year with Dave, and we just couldn't collect with the right timing of the game, and it just didn't work out very well. So I'll let him enjoy this one. He's probably gonna do streaming of it. I'm just gonna chill and watch it, and we'll go back live week 3.
Okay.
The Bucks play the Broncos, so I'll go live for that one.
I'm
gonna do it like every other Sunday or something like that.
Okay, there it is. The Matt Champion, man. Much love to you. We love you as well, bro. Shout out to Speeds. I saw Speeds was back this Sunday. Speeds and Benchmark show. So shout out to them guys. I guess they're gonna do just like the NFL thing, kind of like what we do the podcast doing football season, the NBA season.
Yes, sir.
So that's shout out to Speeds, man. It's good to see them back, man. Much love to them. Make sure you follow them if you're not following them as well. Follow Get the Tables on Twitch, on Twitter if you're not doing so. You already know what it is. Dope Content with the K. DopeContent.com, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, just anything. Just type Dope Content in with a K. We're TikTok now. So TikTok is kind of went up a little bit on accident, I guess, because I wasn't even really trying to build TikTok, but I had a video go viral. So it just kind of took off. It went from like 200 followers to 1,200, like that. Nice. I need another viral video so I can keep it going. I get another 1,000 people. But shout out to y'all for supporting, and till next time, we are out.
Yeah.